And nobody actually prepares you for motherhood except motherhood itself. Like when you go into motherhood, that is when you would really understand what motherhood is. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Elfrida and I'm currently navigating motherhood, career and life abroad. If you're an OG, like you are, you've been here from day one, welcome back. Today, I'm not talking about opportunities abroad, relocation, career tips, becoming a solicitor. Today, I want to talk about motherhood because this is a new season for me. And in this new season, I'm going to be taking you guys along. And I want to also share, air out my experiences, my opinions, my views. Talking about it is going to also help me and anybody out there that wants to navigate this season of their lives. This thing called motherhood, it is indeed a beautiful journey. It is so beautiful, and I really pray that anybody hoping and praying to be in this season, I pray that you will get your answers, because indeed motherhood is beautiful. And so whatever we're going to be talking about in this video, I don't want you to think that I'm getting angry that I'm a mom. Thing is, everything, they're all in one. It's all in the package. Okay, that question when men ask, what do women bring to the table? I want to know, do they still ask that question? Because getting pregnant and giving birth actually taught me that women actually bring a lot to the table. And at the same time, permit me to say that women are the table. We are that table. We are that table. So I should be asking that man, what is he bringing to the table, to me? Not to fight about this, but one thing I can say is that motherhood indeed changes a lot of things in the lives of women. Very crucial changes in your body, having to put on weight even when you don't want to put on weight. It is actually a sacrifice. So motherhood is a big sacrifice. If you know you're not ready to sacrifice, don't even try being a mom. Before I got pregnant, I used to say, you know what, I don't want to be fat. I will make sure that I don't get fat. I was just talking and blabbing, because there is no way that I will not put on weight as a result of getting pregnant, number one. And then number two, as a result of feeding, you need to feed your baby, and you will need to prioritize feeding your baby than to say you want to go on a weight loss journey while your baby is being fed. I had to eat. You will need to eat, my dear. You will need to eat, because as that baby is eating from you, you will need to eat. I felt like I actually denied reality from the beginning. I used to blab. I used to say I will never get fat. I said a lot of things, and God forgive me. I even said, oh, why are these women getting too fat? I am like, right now, I'm so sorry. I never understood it. I just felt like, oh, they're just getting too fat. They should, try to cut down, things like that, And I'm not saying that you can't eat healthy. You obviously would eat healthy, but you would still gain some weight. Do I even want to forget the sleepless nights? Constant sleepless nights. You guys, you've seen my other video where I told you guys that my mom came in, luckily for me, some weeks before I gave birth. And so we're three in the house, myself, my husband, three adults, my mom, and then the baby. My husband actually had 2 weeks paternity leave, and then including the Easter break. So obviously I gave birth a week before the Easter break, so he had some days off. We're able to manage the 2 weeks and some days that he had before he went back to work. But the constant sleepless nights had a toll on everybody in the house, and I'm really, really glad that my mom came. That's one thing that I'm so grateful that she came, because I don't know how my husband and I would have been able to navigate this. Of course, obviously, God is going to help us. But my mom coming in as an extra and actually, eased everything for me. Before, I would get up, she's already in the kitchen, she's making food, It was really, really, really good. But you see, when they say sleep when the baby sleeps, delete that statement. It doesn't work that way. My mom would say, oh, just go and take a bath and then sleep. I'm like, mommy, it will not work. Immediately I take my bath, eat, my eyes are wide open. And then the next time I would need to sleep is in the night. And that is the time the baby is not going to sleep. That is the time he wants to wake up. That's the time he wants to be awake. As much as I had help, I also, and this is like, something that I feel like I won't do next time, when I will receive help. I will receive help as I am being given help. I will not, try to be strong, because I was like, I want to stand up. I want to do something. I don't want to, I don't want to keep sitting on the bed. I don't want to be, served. I just want to stand up. I want to walk. My husband was like, no, just stay upstairs. And I'm like, I just want, okay, let me just go downstairs, just because obviously the kind of bed that I had, I needed to rest. I needed to heal. I actually do like another talk on the bed, my bed story. If you guys want me to do that video, let me know in the comment section. Okay. I actually have this kind of, I think after 2 weeks, I was like, you know what? I'm coming out of the house. We went out, we went shopping. I just go out a bit. Being sleep deprived is one thing that I did not understand until I went into mother. Okay, I'm an older sister. Obviously, there were so many times when my younger siblings were crying, but I cannot compare it to being the one taking responsibility for my baby right now. Another thing that I didn't really prepare for was the fact that we'd just be doing repetitive things every day. Feed the baby, change, sleep, eat, wake up. It was just, repetitive. And most of the times when I wanted to have like a routine, I was like, okay, I want to do this. I'm always someone that likes, and if you follow me, you would know that I always like to plan my day. I always like to plan my life. So it felt like my life was like at a pause, especially at those first few weeks, of giving birth. It felt like my life was at a pause, and the only thing I was just doing was feed the baby when the baby cries, change the diapers, just check on the baby, eat. It was just baby, 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 baby. Taking a shower became a luxury for me. Anytime I take a shower, it felt so nice. It felt so nice. It felt like that was the only time I was having like peace and quiet. But at the same time, I wasn't having quiet in the sense of it, because I was hearing the babies cry in my head. And even my husband, we started hearing the babies cry in our head. And I don't know, did this ever happen to you? If you're a mom, new mom, whatever, like, or a dad, and you've had this experience, please let me know in the comment section. Start hearing the baby cry, and most of the times I'll come out of the shower and I'll be like, is he crying? Is he crying? And my husband will be like, no, he's not crying. Go and take your bath. And I'm like, I heard him crying. My mom would be like, he's not crying. At the point, I had to tell myself, he's not crying. It's just in my head. I've just heard this cry for too long. See, one thing about repeating activities, you don't even get to know the dates. You don't even get to know the time. Sometimes you don't even know the day of the week. That thing itself is real. And then you see that mom brain. Where you suddenly just forget something. I actually experienced it. Like, there are times when I'll be like, I'm looking for something, but it's already in my hand. Let's say my phone, or it really happened to me, and I'm like, oh my God. Do not forget to add this. If you are a boy mom, it becomes a different story altogether. The thing you have to deal with is their circumcision, especially if you circumcise. So we had to take our baby for circumcision. From that day of circumcision to like the following week, it was another ball game, because the cry, my baby was in pain. I couldn't even look at him when we were doing the circumcision. My baby was in pain. We were in pain. We had to change him. There were some instructions that we had to follow, and we had to, follow them religiously. So we followed every single thing. Some things about breastfeeding that sincerely my eyes were opened to, and I did not realize that, I was going to be doing this. The first part is wearing bra at night to sleep. And then, wearing breast pads. Of course, I bought breast pads, but I was not expecting to wear bra or something that would make me uncomfortable. I bought some nursing bras, but I wasn't expecting to wear them at night, because obviously I would have leaked. Another thing is the heaviness of the breasts. Guys, That thing is no joke at all. Another one is pumping. There was this breast pump I was using, but that one was so painful. I had to buy another one. And you know, the fact that you have to pump on a go, pump, you know, just pump so that you can have people help you, say my husband, my mom, you know, be able to help, you know, so that I can sleep. And that one in itself was a blessing. At the beginning, it felt very stressful pumping. Right now, it feels like something I can do, like I'm used to already. And one thing that I realized that I actually saw online was drinking of coconut water that actually helps you, you know, produce electrolytes and help you to pump better. That was the game changer for me. That was what actually helped my breastfeeding game. If you're a mom out there, hats off, because you guys are really doing a beautiful work. You know, giving birth actually made me appreciate my mom more. It made me realize that my mom actually did a good work. Not easy taking care of, you know, not just one, but up to 5 children. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you know, trying to even combine your career, it's a lot. Okay, so hats off to anyone doing it. Like, even one, hats off to you. Another thing about the newborn stage is the fact that you will need to Google everything, ask questions, even when they don't even make sense. I kept on asking my mom questions that didn't even make sense. And she'd be like, it's normal, it's not. I'm like, okay, I just want to know, is it normal, or, you know, do I have cause for concern? I just kept on asking questions, kept on Googling, going to the NHS website. If you're not in the UK, NHS websites are, of course, our health service website. I would go there, Google. My husband will also, it was not just me, my husband will also go there, Google, and be like, yes, I searched it, is normal. So we were just like concurring, we confirm, and we were just collaborating. It was just so beautiful. That's the end of the video, guys. If you guys want me to do that birth video, let me know in the comment section. And if you want to know more about giving birth in the UK, let me also know in the comment section. And yeah, I can't wait to read from you guys. I'm going to see you in my next video. Okay, bye.